Hey everybody, it's April, and today I'm planking in my dress. And I know you knew the answer, but I just thought I'd ask. Is it possible to plank in a dress? Of course it is. Okay, I'm even probably gonna do side plank in this one. So I'm gonna start on forearms and then switch around today. So wrap your arms around your biceps. Woo, my fingers are cold. Just so you have the right distance. And then bring your forearms back out in front of you. You can interlace your fingers if you like. Pull your shoulder blades down your back, then lift your upper back, lift your chest, pull in your belly, come up on your toes, shift your weight forward slightly. So you want that in a long line. Notice my hips and my butt were sticking up in the air, but when I do that shift forward, it helps make that nice long line. And then I'm gonna do everything again, pressing into the floor again, lifting my upper back, pulling in my belly, tightening up my glutes. So that makes my line even better. And remember to breathe and then think about all the muscles you're engaging. You're pressing into the floor and that's strengthening your bones. We're actually at 30 seconds already. And so you're doing more than just strengthening your arms. You're strengthening your bones when you're pressing into the floor. So pressing into your forearms, that's strengthening. When we switch to our hands in a moment, that will be putting pressure on your bones, which is also strengthening. And then you're working on strengthening your shoulders, tightening up your abs, tightening up your glutes, toning your legs, and pressing your heels back. We're at a minute. I'm going to switch to my hands. And then remember, you're thinking about pressing. Press into the floor. Separate your shoulders. Pull in your belly again. Keeping that nice long line. Your gaze is just out in front of your fingertips. So if a minute was the longest you've ever held, kudos to you. But see if you can hold a little bit longer. It's okay if your arms shake, you start feeling like you can't do it anymore. You can, it's all right, just keep going. Pulling in your belly. So I did have on a sweater over this dress, so it made it more like a skirt and sweater outfit. But I know that planking will make me nice and warm and toasty, so I did not wear my sweater. I took it off. But I know that sometimes people use their wardrobe as an excuse not to plank, and so that's one reason why I had time to change clothes, but I wasn't going to. I thought, I want you to see that you can plank in a dress, and I'm switching to 2 minutes. Or we're at 2 minutes. I'm switching to my forearms. Lift your leg if you like. And, you know, lifting the leg, it makes it a little more challenging. It also helps make the time go a little bit faster because you're going to hold for 30 seconds with one leg lifted, and then you'll switch, or maybe you only do it for 15, that's okay. But knowing that that switch is coming up helps make it seem a little more bearable. 2:30. Lifting, I switched my legs. So, and make sure my hips aren't up too high, really pulling in your belly. Sometimes, as you're holding for a while, things start to slack a little bit. So you want to make sure you have everything engaged. Pressing into the floor again. Pulling in your belly again. Tightening up your glutes again. When we get to 3 minutes, I'm going to switch to side plank. And here we go. Switching to side plank. Remember, you can do side plank on your forearm if you like. You can stack your feet. You can bring your top foot in front of you. But stay nice and lifted out of that bottom arm, whether you're on your forearm or on your hand, and actively lift your hips. You're working your obliques here. You can bring your top foot in front of you if you like. That helps with balance, because this is an arm balance when you're doing side plank. So keep that in mind. 3:30. So you're getting double duty here, or you're doing double duty, I guess is what I want to say. So when you switch, try to switch as quickly as you can, but find your good form. So I'm lifting my hips, reaching my upper arm to the sky. And you know that reaching action helps give you a little more lift. Press the sole of your bottom foot toward the floor. You want to make sure you're not collapsing into your bottom ankle bone. Keep lifting, keep reaching. Oh, we're 4 minutes already. I'm switching to my hands. You might switch to forearms, that's up to you. You may be quitting now, that's up to you. Holding for 4 minutes is a long time. And you know, even if you don't want to work up to 5 minutes, that's okay. But you know, working up to a 2 or 2.5 minute plank is really, really awesome. Or even a minute. If you just go from doing no planks and work up to a minute, I mean, that's really good if you do that. 4:30. And then, you know, the more you do it, the stronger you'll get. And this helps you in everyday life. It's not just to help strengthen your body so you can do a plank. It's to strengthen your body so you can carry your groceries and pick up your grandchildren or whatever it is you might be lifting. It's also working on that core strength is really working on your balance. And so that's going to help keep you from falling. We're at 5 minutes. I'm going to hold a few seconds longer. Toning your abs is also strengthening your lower back. And that's going to help keep you from having lower back issues. And that's a really great thing. So many people develop lower back problems. 5:15. And one of the reasons is because they've lost their core strength. So, okay, 5 minutes over already. Over and done. And I did it in a dress. So you can wear whatever you want, except for a heavy sweatshirt or sweater. See you next time.